Hey guys, it's Amanda here from Fun Hands-On Learning. I am finally back doing a video and I'm super excited because it's been probably like a month or two since I've done a video and I missed you guys. So I missed doing videos and getting comments and sharing things. So now the reason why I was gone for so long is because first of all, we took a trip and so gone for a little while, and then after that I got really sick. Like no one else in my family got sick, but I got pretty sick and I lost my voice. So I don't know if you can hear, I lost my voice about 2.5 weeks ago and it's still just now getting back to normal. But I'm here and I'm back and I'm ready to do this video. So if you are excited to see our homeschool room tour for this coming school year, 2022-2023, then let's get to it and let's go to the classroom. Okay guys, it has been probably 5 or 6 days since I filmed the intro to this video that you just saw. And now I'm finally in the schoolroom and I'm going to show you around and show you what it's like. So here we go. Okay, so there are 2 entryways into this room. As you can see, there's an entryway over here and then we're in front of an entryway. So I'm going to go through this way and kind of show you a look at what the schoolroom looks like. And then we will kind of go through what I've changed and what I've done. So this room is kind of like a sitting room in our house. It could also have been a dining room. However, our kitchen is a big like eat-in kitchen. So you really don't need a dining room, but I guess you could put one here. But obviously we use it as a schoolroom. So that's what we are using this room for. So let me just kind of walk in here and kind of show you what we got. So obviously we have the table here. I usually sit in that chair and then I have extra chairs right here that we pull out when we're ready to school. Now the reason I don't have them all out is because my little guys like to get those chairs and push them around the house, and I'm afraid they're going to scratch up the floor. And I also don't like the fact that they use them to climb up on things. So if I stack them here, they can't really get them out individually. It's too hard for them to lift them up. And so they tend to leave them alone. So that's what we do. So when we're done at the school table, we usually stack them all up. In fact, that one that's there, I usually stack up as well, but I left that there for today. Okay, so then I have this area over here, which I will show you. It has just some drawers here and a basket on top. I hung up a couple things on the wall here that I'm going to show you. And then if we turn past the window, this side has these 4 big cabinets and then this one white cabinet. I know they don't all match and it's a little haphazard, but it's what we've got going. These 2 black cabinets are the first 2 that we started with when we started homeschooling in our old house. And then when we moved, I wanted to get the same ones, but we couldn't find them. And so we just bought 2 more cabinets that were kind of decently priced. So they were pretty much the cheapest we could find, that were the same height and kind of the same width. And even though they're different colors and they're a little bit different, that's what we could find. So we got those. And then this last white cabinet, this used to be in my office slash me and my husband's bedroom. And I was using it for my stuff, but I recently got a bookcase in there and I moved books in there. So now this is a cabinet that we use in schoolroom. So I will show you it. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. And I'm actually gonna turn around because as I turn, sorry, I'm going kind of fast, you will see this little section of the schoolroom we never used. So this is just like a little wall here between the two openings that you see, okay? And we had never used this before, but this year I had my husband put up some little bookshelves, and then I also bought this little rolling cart. So let me kind of just start here. Okay, so on these bookshelves are just a few books that I have pulled out to use the first few weeks of school for read alouds. And then this book here we use all the time, this Truth and Grace memory book. Love this book. By Tom Askell. And if you are a Christian homeschool parent, you should have this book. This is kind of like a catechism for children. It's got questions and answers to teach children doctrine, and I love it. So that's what we use every single day to memorize. And then this is the first book, there's a second one as well that goes into more questions and answers. So it's a doctrinal drill book, and love it. So we use this all the time. So that's out. And I don't know if I should go through these books and show you, because I think I'm going to do a separate video talking about our read alouds for the first few weeks of school. And I'm also going to do a separate video showing you our homeschool library, because I've never done that before. So I plan on doing that. But yeah, I got these shelves just so we could kind of display books. And so yeah, up here I have, this book is another awesome Christian resource, devotionals, and it's centered around the kids learn about science but through a biblical worldview, and it's got devotionals in there with verses. Same thing over here, these answers books. I love Ken Ham. We actually visited the Ark, our whole family, this past year. We took a vacation and we went to the Ark. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Answers in Genesis, Ken Ham's Ark in Kentucky, and we live not too far. We live in Indiana, so we're not super far from it. And yeah, so we went and visited that, and that was a lot of fun for the kids. And then I just have some, you know, classics up here. I've got the Winnie the Pooh set and a couple of Little House on the Prairie books there. So those are just stuck up there. But yeah, I'll go through our read aloud books and what's like on this shelf in a separate video. But anyways, yeah, bought these shelves really super cheap. I think I spent less than $20 for these, and my husband put those up there for me, so I like them. I think they're cute. So those are there. And then this little rolling cart, I bought the rolling cart and then I bought the baskets separately. So baskets didn't actually come with it, but this is actually, I think, a rolling cart. The way it showed it on the picture was it's supposed to be for a kitchen, but of course that's not what I was going to use it for. And so I bought it for here, and then I just bought these baskets, and in each of these baskets are few different things. So for my 3rd and 4th grader this year, I had just have the workbooks and like pencil cases and things that they're going to be using in these bins. So my 3rd and 4th grader have kind of surpassed my curriculum that I have written, because you guys always see my fun curriculum, and I might do a video on my curriculum choices for this year. I usually try to do a video like that, so I'll probably show you that. But so this is my 3rd graders and 4th graders bins here for what they're going to be working on, and then we can move it down. Okay, I'm gonna take this bin that was here out and kind of show you what's in here. It just has flashcards and different things we use for morning time. So like these are flashcards from one of my curriculum resources. Those are the number flashcards. I have our real picture alphabet flashcards from one of my other curriculum activities. I have our tracing alphabet flashcards that I created. Just a lot of different things. I've got some Bible memory cards here. These are our touch dot flashcards, and this is the Apple set of cards. I have a different set for each like season of the school year. So this will be in the fall. So I have the apple set out because when we start school, well, it'll be August, but we'll be getting to the fall. So I have the apple set, but these are our Touch Dot math cards. I'll leave links below to these things if you're interested. I'm sure those of you who've seen my videos have kind of seen a lot of this stuff. But I like to keep, here's more those touch cards. These ones are just smiley faces, so you can use them any time of the school year. But anyways, so that's what those are. Lots of different flashcards over here. I have some cards from my Phonics for Reading curriculum. This is from the first unit on the alphabet. This is from the second unit on short vowels. And this is also from short vowels. And I pulled out the ones that I'm going to be using with my kindergartner and preschoolers. That's what a lot of these cards are here. And we use these kind of things during our family time. If you guys want to see a video on how we do family time, which is basically morning time, where I get all the kids together and we do just some time of learning together, let me know if you want me to expound on that and show you a video about what we do. I can do that. And then here's just some more cards. I have some Becca flashcards in here. Oops, that goes over here. And what are these? These are just some picture flashcards. So yeah, just different flashcards. I also have, oh no, math ones are in a different section. So this is kind of just all sorts of morning routine things that we can pull out. We obviously don't do all of this every day, but we'll pull out things from here every once in a while. I used to have a lot of this stuff just kind of random in one of our baskets and I would take them out, but now it's all kind of contained in this here. Okay, the next basket here has all of the things that we need for handwriting and fine motor. So I've got some handwriting without tears chalkboards here. I have our more of our handwriting cards. These are our number ones. I'll leave links below if I remember to some of these, but if not, you can search on my website for these. These are traceable number cards, so it has like the 5 scoops and then the number 5 that they trace. These are the ones where they build the letters, so I have every letter of the alphabet, and then they take the strips and they build them. So that's what those are. So I have those on my website as well. And then we have just a set of like alphabet cards that they can touch with their fingers, so it's like a sensory kind of thing. I have a little thing of Play-Doh in here because we roll out Play-Doh and we use Play-Doh for fine motor. I have our chalk and some erasers for those little chalkboards. So again, all things for teaching handwriting and using those fine motor skills. This is a Learning Without Tears board. So this is for, again, handwriting without tears. And then we have a letter formation tray. This one has like the sand in it where they make the letters. These I made for my kids, my young ones last year, and we're still going to use them so that they can trace their name, and then they make it with magnetic letters. So more handwriting practice. So these are for my little ones. I need to make one more for my youngest because he is now, well, he's not yet, but in August he'll be 2, and so I think he'll have fun trying to trace things. So I need to make one for him and add him to the little kid pile here. And then I have these. These are from my Hands On to Learn preschool curriculum. There are a lot of fine motor activities in that curriculum, but I pulled these out so that the kids can make letters with the Play-Doh that you saw, and I wanted to keep these in here so that they can use the Play-Doh to make their letters. So I have those in here, and basically I just put them, instead of laminating all of them, I put them in plastic sleeves, put a book ring on it, and then we can just flip to the one that we want. I also have these ones. These are another set of, these are basically alphabet posters that I made years ago, but I laminated them and they use them for tracing with dry erase markers. They also use them with Play-Doh. So just another set just to have in here because I have quite a bit of little kids who are still doing a lot of this stuff, so it's good to have a couple of sets so more than one child can be doing it at the same time. So again, I can leave a link to these below, or you can just search on my website for those. And then I just have some like trace and write and wipe kind of books in here that go with handwriting. So yeah, so all sorts of handwriting things in here. So when we are ready to do our handwriting with my little ones, and by the way, I keep saying my little ones. I have 4 big kids and I have 4 little kids. It's kind of how I separate them in my mind. So my big kids I have 2 teenagers, and then I have a 4th grader and a 3rd grader, and then I have kindergarten on down, the other 4 who use this kind of thing. So, all right, there's that. Okay, and in those last 4 drawers, I'm not gonna go through each of them because this video will just take a long time. Basically all it is just math flashcards and that kind of thing. So that's what's in there, and some of those drawers are actually kind of empty. And then the math flashcards are in the bottom 2 drawers. So that's what I'm using the cart for at the moment. So that's this little section of the wall. So let's turn, and let's go ahead and come over here. So over here is a basket sitting on top of these like 3 drawers here. And I've always had this here since we started doing school in this house. And basically, I think I've always had this here. But anyways, I had it here last year. And so I just have some things for the beginning of the school year. I've been planning out our first few weeks. And so I pulled out a couple of different books from our homeschool library. My 3rd and 4th grader are going to be doing history, and they're starting out with some Christopher Columbus things at the beginning of the year. So I have that book, I have a picture book of Christopher Columbus in here, and I have If You Were There in 1492. So just a couple of books that I pulled out to go with that. And then also they needed some reading on animals that are nocturnal. So I have owls in here and bats as well. So I also have in here our Bible. This is the one that we're going to be using this year for most of our reading. I usually use ESV or NLT. Those are my 2 favorite versions. ESV is more what we use at church and stuff, and then NLT is just super easy to understand. And so because NLT is so easy to understand, it's a good one to read with my children to help them understand what we're reading. So we've got that in here. So that's here. Oh, I have this. This is a book stand that, you can put up and it will hold up your book. And so I use this a lot, like if we're sitting there and I have a poster or just something that I want to display, or even a book. If I'm reading a book to the kids and I'm sitting down and I want to put this on the table, then it will hold up our book and the kids can see all the pictures and stuff like that. So that is in here. I have, this is just all of our homeschool music. So we, during family time, do a lot of music and hymns and things. And so this has like all the songs in it for the different CDs and different music that we have for that. And then just a couple of like kind of answer key type things for me as a teacher. Oh no, actually it's not an answer key. This is what my 3rd grader will be using for quizzes and tests this year. So I had that in here because I'm going to need to be pulling things from there. This is some pictures that we'll be using for Bible. And then these 2 things, these 2 books back here, I'm not going to pull them out, but they are for my kids, like they're reference books, and they're kind of neat. I took a lot of the posters from my early learners math curriculum and my phonics posters, and I put them in here for us to pull out when we need them. And then I have a little chalkboard back here, and the other side of it has a whiteboard and that kind of things. On the wall here I just have some posters. I have a United States poster, I have a world map, and I have a 100 chart for math. I can hang anything I want here. I just used a command hook, and then I just have these on a ring, and I just put it on the command hook. So I can change that out and put whatever I want there. And I did the same thing over here. So these are some posters from Answers in Genesis curriculum. And so I just have those here for my older kids. And again, we can take them down and flip them around and put up whichever one we want when we want to. All right, so moving on. Up above the cabinets, I have a few things. Let's see, up above this cabinet, I just have some reference books here. So it's like encyclopedias, thesaurus, atlas, stuff like that. And then in this cabinet, I have moved most of our homeschool library. Not all of it, but most of it. So if you guys saw some of my previous videos in previous years where I have shown you homeschool room tours, you would have seen that I told you that most of our books, I let the kids keep them in their room, which I was. And then I decided this year I want to keep our library completely together. So here's a look at most of our library. I also moved a lot of books into this cabinet, which I'll show you in a minute. I'm not going to go through each shelf in this video, but I'm going to do a separate video of just our homeschool library, and I'll kind of, show you what books we have and kind of go through them if you're interested in kind of seeing what our homeschool library looks like. So yeah, so I went and rated their rooms, and I decided I'm going to just keep all the books together because I was tired of whenever we needed a book for school, I would have to go to their room and try to find it. Now they're still able to read whatever they want. They just have to open this cabinet and read it instead of getting it out of the room. So I like this a lot. I'm excited to have all the books right here. So that is this cabinet, and we'll go more into depth in a different video. If you guys see, I have, of course, all these hooks because my little ones, especially my soon-to-be 2-year-old, will go in there and just take everything out, and it would be a mess every day. All right, let's get into this cabinet here. Okay, this cabinet has changed from when I showed it to you last, and that is because here is more of our homeschool library. So you can see I have them separated by certain groups, and they're all organized by what they are. So again, I will go through that in a separate video, but all of these 6 cubbies here are all homeschool library books. And then up here is still going to be all of our hands-on activities. So here's all of our trays for our hands-on activities. And so I will be filling those up for my 4 little kids this year. And they will be, when they're filled up, they will go on this top big shelf and they'll be ready to go. Right here, I just have a couple of puzzle books sitting there that I want to do with my kids this summer. So they're just sitting there, but they won't be there. Usually this will be filled up with hands-on activities that I have laid out. You guys know how I am if you've seen my other videos. If you haven't, check out my other videos and see all of our hands-on activities and how I put them on trays and set them up for my kids, and we do them, and it's a lot of fun. So I encourage you to check out our hands-on learning videos. Okay, so that's this cabinet here. Okay, let's look up here really quick before we go into the next cabinet. So up here, I just have 2 of our sensory bins, and I have videos on my channel showing you activities that we do with our sensory bins. So we will continue with those. I try to change them out every 2 weeks during the school year. Okay, then over here are just some Usborne books, and then this little section right here are all our number counting books, so counting 1 through 10 for the little kids. And then this section right here are our ABC books for the little kids. And then this little basket here are CDs for music that we use. I just put them in a basket this year, and so we've got those there. I don't have a CD player, so because obviously this is 2022. So what I do is I have copied all of these CDs to I've downloaded them all on my phone, and so we play them off the phone, but I just have them there in a basket. so I can refer to them or pull them out, or I don't know why I have them there, but I have them there. I don't want to lose them though, because even though I've downloaded all the music to my phone and then we play them off my phone, Bluetooth, we use the Bluetooth off my phone, I still want to save the CDs. So those are there for now. These are just like some, right here are just some pointers that we use. I'm going to show you this blue one here. So this is really cute. It's from the dollar store, and we use it to like highlight words or whatever while we're reading. It's super adorable. And then the other two are just regular pointers up there. Over here, these are, let's see, like little easels, little boards, a little stand up, two actually stand up pocket charts. So things like that that we pull out. Here's a little globe where you can take the pieces off. I think it's from Lakeshore Learning maybe, or Learning Resources, I think. You take the little pieces out, so that's pretty cool. And then we have an abacus here, which I love, and I want to do another video on how you can teach multiplication with an abacus. So if you're interested in that, leave me a comment. And then this is an little alphabet and number abacus there too. And I think I'm pretty sure I've done a video on how you can do phonics with an abacus, with that abacus in particular. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out this next cabinet. Okay, so in this cabinet is all of our curriculum. So if you follow me for a while, you know that I write a lot of our own curriculum, at least for my little ones. So I write curriculum for preschool age through about grade 2. So that is what I have here. You guys have probably seen a lot of this already. I'll just go through it kind of quickly. I did do an overhaul of this cabinet, and I took out any curriculum that I felt like we aren't going to be using this year. So there's some curriculum that I think is be too hard for my little kids and too easy for my bigger kids. So I just took that out and I put it in storage for now, because we will get to it eventually one of these days. I mean, I have 8 kids, so eventually we get to everything, right? All right, so this section here is just all of our alphabet curriculum. This bin is from my Phonics for Reading curriculum, this Unit 1. And then this bin and this bin are from my Hands-On to Learn preschool curriculum. So more alphabet stuff. And then the other 2 bins are just random alphabet activities that I've created over the years. By the way, if you've never seen like our hands-on videos where I kind of go in depth on a lot of this curriculum, be sure to check out my channel and visit other videos. All right, so over here, this is kind of up here is curriculum that I'm currently working on. And then also I have up here like our Learn Math level proficiency and our Learn to Read level fluency. These are curriculums that I created years ago that kind of supplements our phonics curriculum and our math curriculum. So those are a lot of fun. We've gotten use out of those with every single one of my kids. So those are there. These binders are things I'm working on, theme activities for my preschoolers, and then my kindergartner. And then here are more phonics things. This top bin is rhyming, syllables, and ending sounds. And then I have 2 more units from my Phonics for Reading curriculum. And over here you can just see there are a couple things that go with the activities that don't fit in the bin. And if not, I just kind of put it off to the side. So down here I've got more curriculum that's like more phonics. You know, you can see short vowels, sight words, long vowels, that kind of thing. This side is my Math to Enjoy and Learn curriculum is right there. And our Best Starts for Language Arts curriculum is right there. Those are more for my 3rd grader can still use those, even though he's kind of past them. They're more 2nd grade-ish. They're more for 2nd grade. But he can still use, there's still some use out of those that I can pull things from. Like let's say he's doing a unit on verbs in language. I can still pull out some of the hands-on activities in there that are on verbs. So he can still get use out of those this year. So I left them in my cabinet. And then down here, colors, shapes, numbers. These are units from my Hands-On to Learn preschool curriculum. And so is one of these alphabet. Oh yeah, 2 of those alphabet bins up there go with that. And then here is math got bins. These are units from my Early Learners Math curriculum. And then these bins are our seasonal hands-on learning activities. So we've got fall and Thanksgiving, winter and Christmas, more winter, that's kind of like January type activities, spring and Easter, Valentine's, that kind of stuff there. They're not quite organized exactly. And then up top here, I just have random workbooks. So what I tend to do every once in a while is after the kids finish like doing hands-on learning activities for the day, I might pull, for my little kids, I might pull out like a few workbook pages for them to do that might kind of correlate with whatever hands-on activities that we were doing. And so you can kind of see up here, I just have just like random workbooks up here that I kind of pull worksheets out of, that kind of thing. So this says Luke because that's one of my kids' names, and I must have used this bin for him for something, 1 year or something. So that's why I just got a name on it randomly. So yeah, so that is just random workbooks that I like to maybe rip things out of for my little kids to do that might correlate with all of this fun hands-on learning curriculum. So there you go. This cabinet is all curriculum. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this cabinet is a lot of the fun stuff. Up here are all of our letter manipulatives. So anything like magnetic letters and that kind of thing are here. Over here are manipulatives and just little baskets that we use to put the manipulatives in. Over here we've got Play-Doh, a couple more alphabet type letters that wouldn't fit up there are over here. So we've got the ones that like snap together, and then we have alphabet stamps. And then these are all erasers that we use as manipulatives. Oh, and these are more alphabet letters that are like big jumbo ones that obviously won't fit up here. So that's what's going on there. And then here's just like more phonics and reading type things. This whole cabinet is either manipulatives or phonics language type things. So over here, more manipulatives that we use. We've got our clips for clipping answers. We've got all sorts of counters and stuff like that. Again, more of that kind of stuff down here, counters and things. Over here, just more alphabet, phonics type stuff. Same thing down here. Down here, we also have our wooden magnets. We use magnets as for a lot of things, counting and learning and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, so, and then just a couple games there that are, you know, phonics based or reading based. And then same thing here, just more like reading type things. We got rhyming pups and our object magnets and stuff like that. I'm not going to dig everything out, but you get the idea. So that is what is in this cabinet. Let's go to the last cabinet and we'll be done. Okay, so this cabinet has seen better days, I'm not going to lie. This is one of the two cabinets that we bought when we first started homeschooling about 9 years ago. 9 or 10 years ago now. I can't keep track. And so it is broken off the hinges. Let me show you. Look. Ooh, broken. Okay, so my husband needs to fix it, and it's broken because I have little kids who hang on it, and they broke it off. So what they do, you guys, you mamas with toddlers and things, you're gonna hear me on this. They hang on these handles, and they will like grab onto it and like hang onto it like it's like monkey bars or something. And that's what my son was doing, and he just like completely broke it off the hinges. So anyways, my husband will eventually fix it, but that's life with little ones, especially boys. I don't know, you boy mamas, you hear me, right? They're crazy. Boys climb on everything. They're always busy. They're always getting into stuff. I don't know, maybe it's just no, I don't think it's just my boys. I think it's all boys. Boys are busy, and yeah, when they're little, they keep you on your toes. So anyways, so this cabinet is broken, but it is still getting used. So let's talk about it. This cabinet is, I always call it my math cabinet, so that's what it is. So up here are all of our number manipulatives. So like we've got our number boards and our number buttons and counting tubes, and just like anything that I have number and math like number related is up here on this top shelf. This is our awesome 100 chart. It's like an interactive 100 chart. Love it. That's up there. But anyways, yeah, so Those kind of things are up on this top shelf. And this cabinet hasn't changed too much since you guys have seen it in my last video. I changed it up. I mean, I moved things around a little bit, but it's pretty much the same. So this one, you can see just more math kind of things. We've got dominoes and dice down here for doing math, and hot dot math, and more math number manipulatives here, and just more math number manipulatives here. Our number monkeys. Again, more math stuff. We've got measurement, addition kind of things here. And then, let's see, down here, animal pattern blocks, and this section is all shape related. So anything that has to do with geometry and shapes is here. And then here's our little geometry bin. And then there's some more geometry and shapes, and then telling time and money is also here. So like right here is 2 little clocks, and then our telling time and money bin. So these 2 bins actually used to be in my curriculum cabinet that I showed you guys, because these bins are 2 different units from my early learners math curriculum. So geometry is a unit from there, and time and money is a unit from there. But I put them in here instead in our math cabinet because I had space in here with all of this geometry and telling time kind of stuff. So I just put them in here to give me more space in my curriculum cabinet for a new curriculum that I'm writing. All right, then down here on the bottom, this section here is just hands-on kind of stuff for history history and science stuff right there. I consolidated it into that one square because for history and science, we do a lot of reading. And then this one here is just a random hodgepodge of stuff that didn't fit anywhere else that I just put there. So like some of this is like paper for art projects and things like that. So okay, so that is that, you guys. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of our homeschool room. I hope you stick around in my channel this school year coming up to see all the videos I plan on doing. I plan on continuing to do a lot of hands-on learning activity videos like I've done in the past. I also plan on doing more videos that just kind of take you along in our homeschool journey. Again, stick around to see like what our books that we're going to be using for read-alouds this year, and oh yeah, and my homeschool library tour. I can't wait to do that for you guys too. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.